Promise has been set up as a not-for-profit, and our principal goal is to raise funds for other charities, because they find it very difficult to raise funds for themselves. The fundamental way of raising funds for Children's Promise is our Give an Hour Change the Future initiative. And we're asking every Australian to give us 1 hour of their income once a year, and preferably by internet. One of the charities is White Line. They're based in Melbourne, but they are in 4 different states in Australia, and they have a fabulous fundraiser once a year that basically showing people what it's like to be locked up, and also raising money with it. And they ask all their supporters to sign up, to register to bail out, and they have to set a minimum of $1,000 bail. When they turn up, they get put into prison clothes, fingerprinted. Before they actually do that, they have to have a mug shot, and they have to post that mug shot on the website for their bail raising.
Next! Next! Next!
Put your heads down. Welcome to my jail. I'm the head guard around here. You guys are considered the scum of society. I want you to lift your left leg up and show me the sole of your feet.
Left leg up.
Chop, chop!
Come on, sweetheart.
This'll make me sick. Waste the taxpayers' money in here.
Move it! There's plenty more where you came from. Keep moving.
Chop, chop!
Go on. Form an orderly queue through here.
Also, they can either go for solitary confinement or for a gang. And if they form a gang, they can set, like for 5 people, $10,000 bail. And then they have about 3 months or 4 months to raise that bail before the day of the bailout, which is this year in Melbourne at the end of May, in the Melbourne Old Jail. And it's a fabulous program, because not only the people get to experience what it's like to be in prison, but they also get to talk to all their friends about it. It's an enormously efficient thing to multiply the awareness of the cause. It's a very clever way, and even if they don't raise that much money, they would still raise enormous amount of awareness for their program.
Not so fast, young man. You stay there. I'll decide who comes into court and the circumstances in which they come. Clark, read the charges.
Now, the accused was arrested and taken to Dandenong Police Station and was formally interviewed. Well, that's after he's sobered up, of course.
White Line they've been set up about 10 years ago by a footballer and somebody out of the youth sector to help kids that are particularly tough and have all had a history with the juvenile justice system, or have at least been cautioned. So that it's very, very difficult to get jobs for those kids. And a high percentage of them are Indigenous. And they work with employers, and they go around and get employers to give them apprenticeships or workplaces for those kids, and then they stay with them. And they have mentors and youth outreach workers who then support those kids in the job.
Can anyone help me? Anyone, please? Anyone, please?
Wasted and wounded, no it ain't what the moon did. The God will I paid for.